Today we're speaking with Jason Bellamy, our 2020 Solopreneur of the Year. Despite the fact that Jason really only worked 10 months in a pandemic crisis world and had to play chauffeur, nurse, and teacher, in addition to his real estate business, he had his best year ever, hitting his yearly goal by the end of September and continuing to crush them in Q4. Jason, congratulations on a tremendous year. What was your biggest, brightest business achievement in 2020, and what are you most proud of?
2020 was a very challenging year for a lot of people, pandemic in place. In our household, we had some additional medical issues with my wife that created a new lifestyle for us. So it ended up being a pretty challenging year. So I think the best accomplishment was the fact that I actually not only met my annual goal, but, was actually able to go ahead and meet the big stretch goal that I had been setting for years, but had never accomplished. So, being in the middle of all of those things and still being able to meet what I needed, plus that whole stretch goal that I had never been able to achieve in the past was something I was pretty proud of last year.
What is an important change you have made to be successful?
Just getting someone involved who could give me an outside opinion. You have a hard time sometimes knowing what you're doing wrong or seeing the big picture whenever you're in the thick of working in your business. So the biggest thing was having someone who could help me come up with some ideas on how to push through plateaus. And then also just to communicate to me that it's important to, take time to make plans. It's important to take care of your number one client. I always remember that. That's one thing Mark keeps telling me. You've got to make time to take care of your number one client. I had not done that in the past. And last year I did a lot of, structured goal planning sessions. It may be just an hour on a Monday morning, but I took that time and actually really thought about where's the week going to go and, how can I best help, my clients along the way. And it was even more necessary last year because I had a reduced work week due to extra responsibilities personally. So, taking that hour was even harder to make time to do, but it was really worthwhile.
What advice do you have for business owners that are listening to this?
If you have a goal that you want to meet, first figure out why you want to meet it. You can throw things out there. You can have a goal that you set because it just sounds good or it's what someone else may want for you, but it's got to be what you want. You've got to know why you want it. And once you do that, then you're actually willing to take the steps to move forward to make it happen. The other thing is you can't really do it alone. As a solopreneur, I don't really have a team to go to. We do have a great office staff at Home Realty, and we do have other agents that are great to bounce ideas off of. But, being an entrepreneur who's a, solo type of guy, you usually keep things in here. So having someone to bounce ideas off of and someone who is willing to make observations and help to give me some tips and some suggestions was a big thing. So it's actually a very good investment in your business. Even if you think you're the best business guru, I read all the books, I know all the stuff, I can quote you all the quotes, but you still have to have someone to hold you accountable. So I think that's really important. I had tried it my way for several years and still didn't get there. So we actually had our office sales meeting had invited Mark in to speak to us. And just a few of the things he said made sense. And I finally thought, I'm tired of trying to do this by myself. Let's just try this out. Worst thing can happen. I pay a few $100s and then have to fire the guy, right? Finally coming to terms with the fact that I do need some outside, observations. Can't do it all from right up here.